grande, mi gente. It's another day of grace in the realm, dancing with deity, connected to and protected by Source. Welcome to another edition of NOXSOMA Life Camp 2.0. How's everybody doing? Are you calm? Are you mellow? Are you positive? Are you generating the higher frequencies and avoiding the low frequencies? That's kind of what we're going to talk about in this episode. I did this piece a while back about hate and how hate, the emotion and everything associated with it, accelerates the wearing out process of the vessel. We refer to it as wearing out, while the conventional wisdom or conventional societal description of it is aging. Maybe at this point we're very close to 100 days of the Trump administration, and there's a lot of hate out there that's centered around him. People hate Trump. People hate people who like Trump. People hate people who don't hate Trump. People hate people who hate Trump. And they all believe that they're perfectly justified in this negative emotion, in this low vibrational frequency. And they may be. You know, who am I to say who's justified to feel how they feel? There are nonetheless consequences to this circumstance. And we were wondering what effect 4 years of constant hate would have on the vessel. I think a lot of these people are going to be taken out because, in our opinion, and it's kind of sort of backed up by science or maybe an esoteric observation, something like that, hate has an effect on the metabolism, and the metabolism is what keeps the vessel functioning. So that's kind of what we're talking about today. We may have a few more ideas, observations to share, maybe a few oldies, something like that, something that seems relevant at the time, something just to fill in the day. That's it, my friends. Thanks as always. You know we appreciate you guys. We'll see you again on the next exciting day of NOXSOMA Life Camp.
Our mission is to provide compelling, provocative, healing, life-enhancing content to a global, English-speaking audience. NOXSOMA Life Camp 2.0 is a global healing initiative, 7-year plan that aims to encourage, guide, and instruct individuals to elevate their vibrations, align their frequency with universe, and reconnect with Source. Also, to benefit on this material plane, reality through improved health and wellness, happiness, humility, and abundance. As we reach our funding goals, we will be able to advance to the next phase of our calling. Thank you for supporting our effort.
So it might be you that I'm talking about. Hopefully it's not. Or maybe it could have been until you heard this piece. How much do you think a vessel, maybe yours, might age over the next 4 years? And I'm talking aging, what's the word, physiologically. How much do you think your vessel would age physiologically over the next 4 years, fueled by hate and fear? I could go off on a long detour and talk about what physiological aging is, but let me see if I can just put it in one of those small shot bottles that you get on airplanes. It is the wear and tear on your vessel versus the time it takes our vessels riding the earth to move around the sun. Still on the detail, according to your humble vagabond, and within our simulation, what is known popularly as aging is really just the body wearing out. If these vessels are fueled and propelled by negative emotions, hate and fear and disgust being among the top three, then the vessel is going to wear out, or in quotes, age, more rapidly than it would normally. So that's where I'm going with this. Life in the simulation has a certain amount of stress built right into it. When we add to that stress without any kind of benefit to it, and in fact a detriment, then that's going to speed up the wear and tear, and it's going to slow down the repair. So for example, 3 types of stress: physical stress, chemical stress, and emotional stress. Physical stress is exercise. In my case, weightlifting or calisthenics. The result of that in the repair process is stronger muscles, longer muscles, better breath, higher endurance. So if I keep up that practice, the vessel becomes stronger. Now, if you're out there just hating and setting yourself up to feel hate towards anybody, but right now we're talking about the current administration, and that is the source of a lot of people's hate. If you're hating and it's not benefiting you, in fact it's doing just the opposite, tearing down your body, and there's no way for you to build it back up stronger, then that's wear and tear, that's wear out, and that's aging. And the thing is, you don't get anything out of hating. Maybe you can hate so hard that your vessel will create more of the chemicals needed to bring you down off of that hate high. You know, when you hate, the vessel excretes these chemicals that have to either be used or dissipated. And maybe these chemicals, these hormones within the vessel, have the same effect as abusing drugs, right? You get to the point where if you're hating at like level 10 for 2 or 3 years, then it no longer has the effect. You know, you can't generate these chemicals, and you have to find a way to upgrade the hate. Maybe it turns into rage. Maybe instead of just sitting there and, you know, biting into your sandwich or drinking your alcohol or smoking your weed or whatever you do to cope, maybe that doesn't work anymore and you have to boost it up. Imagine what that does to the vessel. So I'm putting it out there because I'm seeing, I'm hearing, I'm reading a lot of hate going on. And hate is kind of contagious, man. You know, everybody wants to fit in. Nobody wants to be left out. So you can kind of get into a circle of hate, and the next thing you know, it's like 1984, man. You're having your 2 minutes of hate. And we, Trinity Universe, we decided we weren't going to participate in that stuff. And the funny thing is, while not participating, we're still taking down some of the more hateful posts just to see how they age, what the results are of this hate. So back to the original question, how much do you think 4 years of this hate cycle will age a vessel? And heck, let's chop it up into demographics. Let's chop it up into generations. Millennial hate, Gen Z hate, boomer hate. Boomer hate might just put boomers in the grave. Might just put some Generation X in the grave as well. We'll see. So if you have the opportunity and you're of a mind to, maybe you can find a way to either channel the hate or to chill out. I've done both. And this has been a public service announcement from Full Metal Ox, NOXSOMA Life Camp 2.0 Global Healing Initiative. Peace and love. Someone posted recently on social media that America is overdue for a revolution. And of course, to save myself the grief of the herd, I did not post in response that the revolution is happening right now. You know, the revolution occurred on November 3rd of last year, and we're seeing the results of it now. We are running with the idea that US, China, and Russia will be allies in the next decade. And that's what we're running up to now. So if you notice, you may start seeing a lot of Russian history popping up in your video feeds, you know, your social media channels and stuff like that. And it's all part of educating Americans about Russian history, because this is going to happen. Still my opinion, but I'm talking about it like it's already a done deal. So another one of those crazy predictions from this channel, and when it comes to pass, you can say you heard it here first. Here's a funny, maybe interesting story about my time in southern Spain when I was teaching English. Around dinner time, right after most people had finished eating, the staff, the cooking staff, would come out and offer me extra food. And I'm like, okay, I'll try it, thanks. Right? I could still put a little bit away. But I wondered by the end of the session, why me? And it turned out that they appreciated the little cartoons that I drew on the menu, because what you had to do is, in the beginning of the day, you had to choose what you wanted. So I chose my food, and I'm doodling out some, not menus, I'm doodling out some little comic strip characters. And I may have written thank you or something on there, but wow, man. The stuff you don't know that pays off for you somehow.
This program is made possible by viewers like you. No sponsors, no affiliates, no grants, no foundations. Just your subscriptions and contributions. Thank you.